To perform daily maintenance on your 5th generation M9 or M11 Autoclave, first, clean the external surfaces of the unit with soap and warm water. Afterwards, disinfect the external surfaces of the autoclave with a quaternary disinfectant. The second step involves inspecting and cleaning the door gaskets. Clean the exposed surfaces of the door and dam gaskets with a soft cloth moistened with distilled water. If necessary, you can use speed clean and a soft brush. Continue to inspect the door and dam gaskets for any damage like cuts, shrinkage, or swelling, and replace the door or dam gasket if either are damaged. To perform weekly maintenance, first complete the daily care by disinfecting exterior surfaces and inspecting the door and dam gaskets. Next, you'll need to drain the water from the reservoir. For this, disconnect the drain tube from the clips and bend the tube downward into a suitable container. After the water is drained, reinstall the tube into the clips. The third step in weekly maintenance is to remove and clean the trays, tray racks, and tray plates. First, remove the trays and pull the tray rack and tray plate out and separate them. Wash the trays, racks, and plates with speed clean and rinse them with distilled water. The fourth step is to reinstall the trays, tray racks, and tray plates back into the chamber. Reattach the tray plate and tray rack and reinstall them back into the chamber. Then reinstall the trays. Afterwards, refill the reservoir with water. To perform monthly maintenance, first complete daily care on the autoclave. Secondly, replace the water in the reservoir. Disconnect the drain tube, bend it downward, and drain the water into a suitable container. Then reinstall the tube into the clips. If autofill is enabled, you can proceed to the next step. If not, refill the reservoir manually. The third step in monthly maintenance is to run a cleaning cycle. Pour 1 ounce of speed clean into the chamber, close the door, and start a cleaning cycle. The fourth step is to run a rinsing cycle. Drain the reservoir like before and refill the reservoir with water, manually if necessary. Close the door and start a rinsing cycle. The fifth step is to test the pressure relief valve. When prompted on your display, pull upward on the pressure relief valve firmly for 3 seconds and then release it, and steam will discharge from under the autoclave. If the valve doesn't close completely on release, repeat until the valve resets properly. The sixth step is to remove and wipe down the trays, tray rack, and tray plates along with the chamber. First, drain the reservoir and refill it with water. Remove the trays, the tray rack, and plate out of the chamber and separate them. Wipe the trays, rack, plate, and chamber with a soft cloth and rinse with distilled water. The seventh step is to clean the chamber filters. Remove the filters by grasping and gently twisting and pulling away from the chamber wall. Clean the filters using speed clean, and keep in mind a still bristled brush or ultrasonic cleaner may also help. Rinse the filters with distilled water. Replace the filters if they're damaged or there's debris that can't be removed. Reinstall the filters by firmly pressing and twisting towards the chamber wall. The eighth step is to simply reinstall the trays, tray rack, and tray plate. First, put the tray rack back onto the plate, install the assembled rack and plate with the curved end tipped upward and toward the back of the chamber. Then, reinstall the trays. And you've now completed periodic maintenance on your Midmark 050 and Midmark M11 050. If you have any questions about the Midmark M9 050, M11 050, autoclave maintenance, or anything else, give us a call at 704-966-1650, option 3 for our free tech support line. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.